What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about singer Ari Lennox. I want to talk about her. Normally, I wouldn't talk about her. I find her career and her lifestyle choices to be hilarious, but I don't find her interesting enough for me to have to make a sit-down video. Well, I'm making one now because I can't ignore her behavior. And when I say behavior, she is out here trying to call out the Martin show from the 90s. Martin Lawrence show, very popular show that has been in syndication for, since the 90s, since the show last aired in 97. And it's a popular show. And one of the themes of the show is when Martin's character and Pam's character, played by Tichina Arnold, go at each other. That's one of the highlights of the show. It's a signature of the show. He would make fun of her and she would make fun of him. Well, Ari Lennox didn't like that. Now, I don't know if she was a fan of the show. I don't know if she just started seeing it because, again, it's in syndication. The show is basically everywhere. I know it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's on other platforms as well. But she doesn't like Martin's jokes. Now, mind you, we're talking about a TV show in the 90s. During a time, by the way, where dark-complected women were everywhere. Look at the Martin show. And the thing is that not only did Tichina Arnold's character get clowned, but Gina's character, played by Tisha Campbell, got clowned as well. Everybody on the show got clowned. Tommy got clowned for his bald head. Cole will get clowned, right? For basically being like a mama's boy, not being the most intelligent guy in the room. It was a show that basically used a lot of real life humor, because we all know growing up, people would make jokes with each other or, at each other. But that's what it was. It was jokes. Martin Lawrence was a comedian. He came from a comedian background. He got his own show. Now, Ari may or may not understand this, but I think that Ari is somebody who is very miserable. I think that's the consensus. She is out here trying to start gender wars. And it's not just about Martin. Apparently, she has a problem with Bernie Mac and how Bernie Mac made, I guess, fun of black women, in her opinion. This is why I tell y'all, man, these people, these women out here, you would think a woman who is a singer, a woman who is not ugly, but somebody who I think is deeply troubled and has deep, low self-esteem. And I have said this, low self-esteem never goes away. Low self-esteem never goes away. It stays there forever. And unless you get therapy, unless you learn to love yourself, you will always be stuck in that mindset that people hate you or people don't choose you because you're dark skinned. If she actually look at the people that she is going at, these are two black men. Bernie Mac is not even here to defend himself. She's talking about his jokes are offensive. He's not here to speak on these things. But you have a problem with him. It shows you how miserable she is. And I guess because nobody's talking about her, nobody's checking for her music, now she's angry at everybody. How about you find another lane? We've seen where artists who aren't popping in music anymore get into acting. Or why don't you do what the rest of these artists do? Start a podcast, start streaming, do something, right? Instead of saying ridiculous things in order to go viral, because that's what it looks like at this point. Or are you mad at the world because you don't have a man? Or are you mad at the world because you can't keep a relationship. You know, she left Dreamville, a label, J. Cole's label, because she wanted to do something different with her career. She felt like she was being held back. So she leaves Dreamville, and this is the best you can come up with. This is my problem. Women like her are just straight miserable. And the thing is, you really don't understand why. I thought women was running things. I thought women had all these opportunities. But these same women are so deeply insecure and shallow that they want to create controversy based off of their feelings and how they feel. And how, a show from the 90s made her feel some type of way. Even though she doesn't talk about the fact that, Tashina Arnold's character, Pam, would make fun of Martin's height. He can't control that. Just like, whatever jokes that, and the thing is, Martin even never made fun of Pam's skin tone. He never did. She's reaching because she's deeply insecure and she has a disdain towards black men. Y'all can't convince me otherwise. How can you have a problem with Bernie Mac? Bernie Mac has been deceased for almost 2 decades. And you're bringing up how his jokes are offensive. Don't take Ari Lennox to a comedy club, because everything in that situation will be offensive. And this, I'm telling you, she's not in the minority. There are a lot of women like her, unfortunately. That's why a lot of them are single. Nobody wants them. Ari has even tried to date women. That didn't work. She's just a very miserable person. And she does this to herself. She needs help. Getting online and trying to get people canceled is not the answer. I don't understand this. During the 90s, there were a lot of dark-skinned women in television, movies, music. It was after the 2000s where things went off the rails. If you actually look at it, you started to see feminism and women's empowerment, but they weren't empowering dark-skinned women. They were empowering white women and gays. That's what happened. And darker complected women were pushed out of the situation. Now they want to put darker complected women in these roles only because they're serving a purpose of trying to push DEI. Like, look at the new Spartacus show. They brought back Spartacus, but it's a different, I guess it's like a different character leading it. And in this show, they have a dark-skinned woman basically playing the role of Spartacus. You know what I'm saying? Just kicking the dudes at, like, just beating up on the men, right? That's the only. Now, this is what they're back to. They're using dark-skinned women for this. They're not seeing dark-skinned women as feminine, not seeing them as wives or girlfriends, but basically to push a narrative. Ari doesn't talk about that. Ari wants to sit up here and try to get Martin's show canceled, and she also trying to get Bernie Mac canceled, even though Bernie Mac is no longer here. This woman is deeply disturbed. This woman's career has gone nowhere, and she's angry. And instead of her maybe trying to find other things to do in order to keep herself more relevant, she chooses this route because she has a disdain towards black men that she needs to get over. Because it just makes any sense. They tell jokes because they are comedians. This is what comedians do. They never went out of their way to make fun of a black woman's skin tone. Just look at Bernie Mac's family, his wife, his daughter. Why would he hate or make fun of dark-skinned women? He may have made jokes, but they are jokes. I don't think there were malicious intent behind them. You don't say anything to these rappers who degrade women in their music. You have nothing to say. As a matter of fact, you're there listening to it. But you want to come after a classic television show led by a black man. And then you go after Bernie Mac like that. It's just too much. It's just too much there to tell me that she has a problem with black men that she just doesn't want to say publicly. So she tries to use, they made offensive jokes. I guess she never saw a TV show or movie that had comedy in it, especially with black people. What if we had midgets get angry at Tashina Arnold's character, Pam, for making jokes about Martin being short? You don't see that because they have higher self-esteem than Ari does. Ari's somebody that just, her career is going nowhere and she's angry and she's just looking for a reason to piss people off, because that's what this is about. She wants to piss people off because she's angry. This is why I tell y'all, low self-esteem never goes away. It don't matter when these women come into adulthood. It don't matter how much weave they put on their head. No matter how many biracial children they have. No matter how much they date outside their race or they date women. They always have a low self-esteem and they're never able to get rid of it. This is rage bait. And the reason why I'm making a video to address it is because not only because of what she said in regards to the Martin show, but because of what she's saying about Bernie Mac. It just makes no sense. So let me know in the comment section when you thought that video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.